Welcome back. Going off on a tangent today. Often when people come into contact with Swedenborg's ideas for the first time, they're curious to know, why isn't Swedenborg better known? Now, more seasoned readers of Swedenborg often explain this by a conspiracy of silence. Now, I'm not a great fan of conspiracy theories myself. In general, I think that most people are doing their best according to the best of their knowledge. But this week I came across a blatant confirmation of this idea. A subscriber reported to me that he'd been banned on the Reddit sub Christians for suggesting the reading of Swedenborg. The original poster wrote, "I have no intention of disparaging anyone's beliefs or engaging in arguments. I consider myself a passive, affirmative atheist. I am open to discussing the Bible and apologetics, as well as my heritage as a Lutheran, so long as the conversation remains objective and rational. I am hoping that this community can recommend any Christian apologists and their writings. I'm looking specifically for active, affirmative apologists that are not antagonistic towards atheism. I'm also open to discussing apologetics with this community from the perspective of an atheist who has deconstructed their Christian beliefs, if that is allowed by the sub's rules." So our subscriber responded thus: "I would be interested to know whether you've ever read any of Emanuel Swedenborg's work. All I would say is read him, not those who comment on him." The original poster wrote back, "I will look him up. However, I would find it intellectually dishonest to ignore rebuttal or criticism." Our subscriber wrote, "Fair enough. But there is such a variety of opinion on him, much of it negative, it's worth your while taking it from the horse's mouth, as it were." The moderator of the forum wrote back, "Just FYI, Emanuel Swedenborg's writings are what Swedenborgianism is based on, which is very far outside of biblical Christianity. If you're trying to understand authentic Christianity, I would avoid." And then they quoted the website gotquestions.org. Almost immediately, our subscriber was banned. "You have been permanently banned from participating in Our Christians because your comment violates this community's rules. You won't be able to post or comment, but you can still view and subscribe to it." Note from the moderators, promoting Swedenborgianism. The ban was subsequently appealed both by the original poster and by the user. And the user wrote, "I contributed to a genuine post by someone claiming to be atheist with a genuine and honest response. If you're seriously going to ban me for that, it just shows that Christianity is every bit as stuck in the Dark Ages as most atheists seem to think." The moderator responded, "You were banned for promoting rank heresy, which will lead yourself and the atheist to hell if pursued. We will not be party to that." So what do you make of that? You may think the ban was legitimate, given that Swedenborg's work is regarded by many as standing outside of orthodoxy. But just consider, is it intellectually honest to ban the mere mention of him? Wouldn't a better path be to address his propositions in a rational manner? Well, no, it looks as though it's just easier to pretend that he doesn't exist than to do the work of answering his objections and rebutting his teachings. But in my view, the ban merely proves that what he writes is, in fact, quite reasonable. By the way, I will say, if you look at that article on gotquestions.org, some of what it says is wildly inaccurate. You would be far better to ask a Swedenborgian, or better still, read Swedenborg himself. So perhaps I should slap a health warning on this channel, but not because you're going to hell. If you are in danger of going to hell by virtue simply of what you read, then I would suggest you have to seriously reevaluate the God you serve. But do be warned that reading Swedenborg could lose you some friends. When my wife and I were dating, she was warned by her Bible study group leader that I needed to be converted before she could marry me. And Swedenborg himself was put on trial for heresy, and it looks like things haven't really changed. I should say, if you want to check out the results of that heresy trial, have a look at our series on true Christianity. I'm certainly not going to hide the fact that some Christians don't like what I have to say. What I am going to do is welcome anybody with honest questions. Christians of all persuasions, those of other faiths and religions, agnostics and atheists. You're all welcome to discuss questions and challenges so long as it's done rationally and respectfully. You'll find a safe place here without fear of condemnation. I look forward to hearing all your reactions to this. Please do post your thoughts in the comments below. As always, keep it friendly, and I look forward to seeing you next time.